Namaskar. Welcome to this session of Straight Drive. I'm Sudhanshu Mani. Friends, today is Friday, and from now onwards, we will have this Straight Drive session on Fridays. Today, again, I'm with Anand Vardhan, and we are going to talk about the most burning issue today. I'm sure you know a lot about Pegasus already, but chronologically, let us understand what is this about. So I'll begin straight away. So Anand Vardhan, government is spying on us, or somebody else is spying on us, or what's happening? What is this Pegasus business?
That is the core issue. The core issue is the very basic thing, as you rightly said, the question is settled that we are being spied. Now, it is being, who is monitoring that, or with whose order or whose approval this spying is going on, is to be decided. Now, government is very, I will say, when it is giving this answer, it is not giving the complete. So, कहते हैं ना कि अर्ध सत्य बोल रहे हैं. They are not giving the complete truth.
Half truth.
Half truth. And what is happening? Government people are asking whether you have hired Pegasus or not. I might be the pronunciation is difficult because
Right.
few people call it Pegasus, few people call it Pegasus. I mean, whatever it is. But we as Indian, if we are ready to take Ram as Rama and
Yes.
Ramayana as Ramayana, then I think we should not have any problem in if we call
Yes, yes.
Pegasus as whatever it is. So so what is happening when this? I will just go and tell you the basic thing what happened.
Yeah.
Around 2014, three of the very bright intelligence officer who were working in the intelligence electronic wing of the Israeli government, who were knowing this, they left their job, and then they started this company NSO,
Right.
which was the initial of all these three people.
Right.
Now, over a period of time, one of them, the fellow whose name was starting with N, he left, and another financial institution joined in with the name N, so that NSO remains. Now, this was the background. Now, they developed a software, which people say it is not a software, it is a malware. Because they say because anything with the intention of malified intention is called a malware.
Malware.
That is the logic which people are telling. Now, first of all, I will tell you how this thing works. I am a non-technical man. Now, if it will be easier for you to understand, there is a malware which is sent on your
Phone.
electronic device. It can
Okay,
be phone,
laptop
it can be laptop or
okay.
anything.
Yeah.
Now, it can be in form of a WhatsApp or SMS or Instagram or
Right.
email or whatever, some digital format. And if you open it,
Right.
it sits there as a virus.
Right.
It is aware, but though it is a set of instructions which it is to follow, but it goes and sits there as a virus. And then whosoever is the handler, or whosoever is the owner, or whosoever has the right to function it, can remotely.
Right.
As you are the owner of this phone, he also becomes the
Becomes
owner.
a co-owner.
Co-owner of that
And
phone.
everything on that phone, that device is now available to you. Be it your conversation, be it your
Anything.
activity, anything.
Anything. And to the extent that, not only to he is more than a co-owner. Because you become a subversion to him.
Okay.
Because even in your, even in your intimate, I will extend the logic. Even your intimate things, if he wants, he can shoot it. He can open the
Right.
camera and he can say, yes, I got it.
Right.
Your certain things, I mean, which you talk to someone, maybe in your family, you at times we have a role as a father, as a husband. We might have to counseling someone in our family, which we don't want people should know.
Right.
That also, if he wants, he can
Access everything.
access everything. He can on the phone and.
Right.
Now, this is one part of it. The second part of it is this malware. Whenever he wants, he can destroy it.
Can destroy it.
With no traces.
Right.
I will come on this where the traces can come. Now, if he doesn't use this, the virus or the malware is sitting on your electronic device and somehow he is not using it.
Yes.
So say for over a period of 60 days. After 60 days, it is self-destructed.
Okay.
And you will not find any trace of it. Now it was designed like that. But the devices of Apple family,
Okay.
they say that some traces are left in that. Apple phones, Macintosh notebooks and things like that. So it is, some traces are there. So first of all, suppose you are targeted. I will always say that it is a privilege to know someone who is being targeted. When I talk to Dr. Jagdeep Chokar, which you also know, he's ex-Railways as your parent company or department. I said, Dr. Saab, it is a privilege for me that I know someone who was being targeted and who has that. He said, I'm happy because of this. Because what is happening, it's a very expensive thing. The malware comes in a set of 50.
Okay.
And it is said that the cost is about 80 crores Indian rupee.
Okay.
80 crores Indian rupee. Now, 80 crores Indian rupee means one malware will cost you 1.6 crores.
1.6 crores.
Now, a lot of journalists I know, there are about 40 journalists who are there, their annual salary is less than 1.6 crores.
Yeah.
So, you are a big man. Suppose, had it been your railway days and if you are targeted, then you must be a big man because
Yes.
your salary might be much half of it.
Yeah.
But yes, and when you are targeted, you are not only targeted, your Mali, your cook, your driver, so they spend not only 1.6 into many number of times. I mean that is the basic thing of PEX. The way.
So then this gives rise to a simple question. Government is denying, the government is neither accepting nor denying that they have purchased this software. They are saying that they have done all the monitoring through the accepted norm, whatever be the. Now, if we look at the profile of the people who have been monitored, opposition leaders, journalists, judges, all those, the profile itself says that these are the people likely to have been under watch by the present government. So, does it not point, even if the government does not accept it, that perhaps the government had a hand in this? This is the pointer. I'm just trying to understand this.
Yes. There was a Hindi serial by the name of Office, where Pankaj Kapoor acts as a very common man who goes to office and then he's from one table to another table, he's pushed off that. So there was a character, I don't remember his name, there was a character who says कि अच्छा इसमें दो बातें हो सकती हैं, या तो ये हो सकता है या ये हो सकता है. So same way इसमें दो बातें हो सकती हैं. Either the government is authorized, government has bought this and then used it. Fair enough. And if अगर ये बात नहीं है,
then it is even more dangerous.
More dangerous. Some outside agency is snooping into your judiciary, to your legislature, to your executive and whatnot. So it is more dangerous. Now, if the first thing was, yes, government has purchased it, then it is very clear. When this virus, this malware was developed, it is under a authority of Israeli government.
Okay.
Now, the terms are very clear that it is to be sold to a sovereign state only.
Right.
And it is to be approved by the government of Israel.
Israel, right.
Number 3, it is a weapon equipment. It is categorized as not as a spyware. It is a weapon equipment. So if you are putting it into someone's electronic device, in a way you are at war with him.
Yeah.
And just to make things more clear, you might have seen in last 2, 3, 4 years, there is a stream of these Rashtradrah cases and treason cases, and everyone is called that you're acting against the interests of the government, and Rashtradrah and anti-national and things like that. You can see there is a relationship. Because if I a journalist who was there in Mirzapur, who came out with some story where in the midday meal, water and rice or something was being served, and he was put behind bar, and he was sedition charges were put. Now there is a relationship. Tomorrow, if I very loosely say sedition charges are there, then I have a right to go to your privacy also. Then if you are facing a sedition charges, then you don't have that right of privacy, which is a fundamental right of which Constitution gives it to us. So it rests like this.
Okay, so 2-3 things. Since Israeli government has mandated that it be sold only with the approval of the government, this being a weapon grade software, let's say, I don't think Israeli government would actually come under so much pressure as to declare which governments have purchased it. Our government is not likely to accept it or deny it clearly. So there are 2 things. One is, of course, these private groups, which I believe has Amnesty and even The Wire in it. To what extent do you think their probe would go privately? And also, Shashi Tharoor ji is saying that the Standing Committee for IT would investigate into it. So how do you see this? Because the truth, let it not be government, even if it is, as you said, more dangerous that somebody else is spying on these people from abroad.
And he has the information.
He has the information, it's more dangerous. So what do you see the likelihood of the truth coming out?
There are 2 things. The first, as you rightly said, that if the government, I still don't believe that government is not involved. It has to. And this all started when in July 2017, our Prime Minister visited Israel. He had a long session with Netanyahu, the then Prime Minister of Israel, and then this all started. Now, I still of a firm opinion that you target someone. There's absolutely no doubt. There's no problem. Every time it happens, but it is also one part of that software, and as a government also, you can use it against a criminal or a terrorist.
Yeah.
Now, if you are using against your own people like CBI head, that Verma and Asthana, and then they are part and parcel of the government.
Yeah.
So, in what category they are criminals or they are terrorists? Because you have to answer that.
Yes.
You are. It has been used against Praful Patel and the present IT minister. What are they? Then the government must. Same thing is happening in France. They have an allegation. The French government has gone for an inquiry.
Yeah.
So why the Indian government is shying away from the inquiry?
Yeah. But do you think Mr. Shashi Tharoor will be taking it strongly, or?
No, he will. There is no doubt about it. But what is happening? Shashi Tharoor Sahab is the chairman of the Standing Committee on Information Technology, Ministry of IT, and he says that the power and the privileges of a JPC is enjoyed by a standing committee also. So,
right.
In his own right, he feels that he will be in a position to sort this out. But I don't think so, because unless and until there is a will from the government that yes, we want to know what is right and how it has happened. Unless and until that thing is not there, that will of government is not there, I don't think so the standing committee will arrive to any.
And the last question, this consortium headed by Amnesty, I believe, and do you think they'll make more headway, or?
Let me again come to that. We must remember that all these 17 the members of the consortium, primarily the journalists, different media organizations of the world, Washington Post and Guardian and Wire. Wire is one of the respected and reliable thing of India. People may not like to their, he might be more of left or anti-government. They call it anti-government. I will say they ask questions from the government. But remember, Watergate was also exposed by a journalist.
Right.
So any big scam in the entire world, in the whole world, there is always a journalist who is there, who is pursuing some story. He gets up something, he investigates on that, and then he comes out with a story that how the corners were cut and how the shortcut was taken, and then he exposes. And these Washington Post and Guardian, we might, sitting in India, we might say they are all paid and things like that. They have a reputation, and people believe them.
So thank you, Anand. So viewers, this is some interesting information is likely to come out in coming days. The truth may or may not come out, or it may come out in a form which would perhaps obfuscate the truth even more. We will keep bringing to you the news and the views on this issue. I hope you liked our program. We will meet again next Friday in Straight Drive. Namaskar.
Thank you.
अगर आपको दी पब्लिक के कार्यक्रम पसंद आते हैं तो इन्हें लाइक करें। अगर आप इस वीडियो को YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, और अगर आप इसे Facebook पर देख रहे हैं तो दी पब्लिक के पेज को लाइक करें। अगर आप चाहते हैं कि हम निष्पक्ष पत्रकारिता को जारी रखते हुए आपसे जुड़े मुद्दों पर सवाल उठाते रहें तो हमें सहयोग करें। आपका छोटा से छोटा सहयोग भी इस मुहिम को जारी रखने में हमें ताकत देगा। डोनेट करने के लिए डिटेल्स जो हैं वो डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दी गई हैं। धन्यवाद।